Hello chess lovers, Suren here with another very interesting attacking game for you from 2018 Batumi Chess Olympiad. Now let's have a look at a game taken from a match played between the United States of America and Bosnia and Herzegovina. This game was played between Wesley and Dalibor Stojanovic. Zo had white pieces and he started the game with d4, d5 by Stojanovic, c4, e6. We see queen's gambit declined, knight c3 and bishop e7. One of the ideas behind the bishop development is to avoid the pin on the black knight after knight f6. Here comes c takes d5, e takes d5 and bishop f4, c6. Black supports his d5 pawn and prepares to develop his light-squared bishop. The premature bishop f5 could have been met with queen b3, that's why we first see c6. e3, bishop d6, another popular alternative is bishop f4, after which white can choose, for example, this hyper-aggressive move g4. This is a move which was played by Batumi in his 1963 match with Petrosyan, but after e3 we see bishop d6. Black is offering an immediate exchange of dark squared bishops, bishop d3, knight e7, queen c2, g6. Black is planning to play bishop f5, knight f3, bishop f5. We see the exchange of light squared bishops on f5. And then both sides castle king's side. And as white has already completed his development, is starting to gain space. Now comes e4 and knight e7, which is a novelty. Previously d takes e4, knight takes e4, queen f4 has been seen, but in this game we see knight e7, queen b3, b6, rook e1, knight d7, rook c1, rook c8 and e5, queen e6, knight e2. Wesley is bringing his knight on this active f4 square, knight f8, knight f4, queen f5, queen e3 and knight e6. Black is offering an exchange of knights, but probably c5 could have been better. This looks more active, but in the game we see knight e6, and after knight takes e6, Stojanovic made a mistake and recaptured with the queen. Well, it was better to recapture with the pawn and then bring the rook on f5, but in the game we see queen takes e6, after which white stands much better. Now comes knight g5, queen f5 and e6, and already there are some very serious issues in black's camp. F takes e6, knight takes e6, queen f6 and another very important move by Wesley, so g4. He's taking under control the f5 square, not allowing any possible knight f5 jumps, and now he wants to play queen h6, a5, and here we go, queen h6. Now black queen should always stick to this g7 square, otherwise can get checkmated. Rook e8, rook c3. Already there is a very nasty rook f3 threat in order to lure away black queen and checkmate black king. Knight c8 was played and simply rook takes c6. Although after knight c8 rook f3 was also playable, but Wesley chose rook takes c6 move. Rook a7, the black rook is coming to cover the 7th rank, but it's too late. Now comes rook e5, queen f3, h3, rook f7, queen e3, queen d1 check king g2, queen a4, and now comes knight g5. Black is in trouble, rook f8, and in this position Wesley made a move and black resigned. Can you find his next move? Ready? In this position Wesley simply munched the knight on c8 and Stojanovic resigned. Of course, knight takes f7 is also winning. If queen takes c6, then knight h6 check and then g5. White has a one position, but of course rook takes c8 finishes up black on the spot. Now if move like rook takes c8, then knight takes f7. Black can't even recapture because can even get checkmated. That's why understanding that his position is hopeless after rook takes c8, Stojanovic resigned. Another very impressive game by Wesley, the way he organizes his attack and leaves his opponent no chance is just spectacular. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in the next video.